Now, for all of you guys who stood up and did No King's Day, good job to every single one of you. And for those who resisted violence and hateful slurs and hateful rhetoric from others who were against what you stood for, those who you stood proudly with Bernie Sanders, who got to actually meet him, and other delegates from Congress on the Democratic side, if no Republican showed up, and no shock, but if you met somebody, shout out and say something, because anybody who stood up in the No Kings March deserves a bit of recognition, because we make a staple print for our kids, a proof for our kids, for a better future for our children. And even more powerful than that, it's the fact that Donald Trump wasn't even in D.C., so for all you making that statement, that's fine. He can go down to Mar-a-Lago and go down to Florida. Things in Florida, from what I hear, from where I left, aren't going so hot. So while he went on down to Florida, I'm sure a lot of Floridians who are on his side were embracing and enjoying this, but others were not. So they're on your side for the No Kings March. Now, getting back to the subject of every aspect that matters most, start actually voicing out and boycotting rich billionaires, rich elite people who are just helping work in the betterment of destroying the very fundamentals of democracy and Republicans. Remember, Republicans are always invested with capitalist groups and large corporations, and Democrats are privately invested with private large PAC donors. Neither side is generally helping the lower middle class. This is true, but that doesn't mean that every Democrat and every person in politics now is working against us as average Americans. Do your research, do your research even deeper. Encourage your kids, if you're parents, to do their research, to encourage them not to feel like they have to be just conservative, just Republican. This is an important value that I think a lot of kids and a lot of generations, a lot of parents should value, because everyone should be able to find their own aisle and feel like, oh, we don't need to be just all the way left or all the way right. And it's ironic. I bring back the reference of, well, how do we learn our DMV parking test? Do we park too far left, too far right? No, we can only pass if we park right-centered in the middle, even in parallel between both sides. So no different should it be in politics, because when you come down to your talking points, your ground points, and what you're looked at and what you're recognized for, you should stay in the ground, in the middle. When it comes to voting, you can choose to vote for whoever you wish, but we really should get back to a common ground with how we resolve issues and problems, instead of let the heat of emotions and negativity and rhetoric and lies and misinformation and shutting down those who spread that hate and that rhetoric and that information, including standing up. And that's not about being woke. It's about doing the right thing, speaking up for the truth, defending the truth, stopping the hate rhetoric that is constantly spreading. We're going to be on an uphill battle for the next 3.5 years while we deal with Trump. And as it so-called eloquently pointed, with him joking about never leaving, let's take this seriously and actually vote the next time we have a chance, and therefore out every single step forward to really make sure we're putting the right people behind us that represent us, the American people, in every delegate, every race, every congressional, seasonal point of any race that's going forward. Don't just start screaming out, vote red, vote blue. Think about who you're voting for and make sure it makes a count and a difference, because it's all about our kids, because without the present, there is no future. Thanks for watching.